today I'm going to be doing a video for my K-pop predictions slash comebacks I want in 2019. Crazy stuff. Every time I do these, I'm like, whoa, 2019 or the next year sounds like so weird. And then towards the end of 2018, I'm like, or the end of the year, I'm like, oh yeah, that was not interesting or funny at all. K-pop comebacks slash predictions for the year of 2019. This is something I do every single year. And at the end of the year, I will go back and talk about everything that happened during the year and if I got everything I wanted and if I didn't. I just recently did my 2018 one. You'll see that before you see this video. So I'll go ahead and link that up above right now. And also I might just make a playlist this year of all of my end of the year videos because it'll be easier for me to find it next year and it'll also be more organized for you guys. So yes, I will go ahead and make a playlist and I will link that playlist up above. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start with my ultimates. I always start with my ultimates. So I'm going to do predictions and then I'm going to do things I want for each group. I usually don't do predictions, but I got this idea and I really want to do it. So predictions for Infinite in 2019. At least one member enlisting. I'm feeling like we might get 2 members enlisting in the army. Very sad things. They're not going to do a lot of group stuff, but I would like them to do a group something, like a single or like something with Dongwoo before he enlists. I think he's definitely enlisting, like that's definitely a thing. I also really like Myungsu's solo album to come out. It was supposed to come out this year and it didn't. And also Dongwoo's solo album was not rumored, he talked about it and it just never got released. So I would like that for next year as well. I'd also like Seungyeon and Hoya to do some dramas. I know Hoya is not technically in Infinite anymore, but we're going to continue to talk about him when we talk about Infinite. So I would like Seungyeon and Hoya to both be in a drama next year. Seungyeon and Hoya both did dramas in 2018. I really enjoyed both of them, so I'd like to see them do more dramas next year because if Infinite aren't going to do full group things, even though I really want them to, I would like to see at least members in dramas. I'd also like another Hoya solo album next year. I feel like that's definitely going to happen at some point during the year. He's the only musical artist under his label right now, so he can release it whenever he wants, basically. For APINK, I think APINK are going to have a really good year next year. That's my prediction for them. I feel like they're going to have a really, really good year, and I feel like they're going to gain a lot of new fans next year. I want them to have 2 comebacks next year. They confirmed at the MMAs that they're going to have a comeback in January. I feel like 2 comebacks is completely reasonable if the first comeback's in January. I also want them to do like a solo subunit thing. They have been taking a break from Japanese activities, which is what they were doing for a while, and they're focusing more on Korea, which I really, really like. I feel like we're definitely gonna get some sort of an Eunji solo would be nice, another Eunji solo, but I'm kind of hoping for some other member to get a solo or some other couple of members to form a subunit. Maybe APINK BNN will finally get a release, like a physical release. That would be really cool. Super Junior, I feel like Super Junior are going to have a super great year as well next year. I'm not just saying this because they're my ultimates. I just feel like next year is the year that Kien gets out of the military and that's it. No more Super Junior members have to go to the military ever again. So I feel like they will be, SM's going to push them quite a bit. I'm hoping for a full group comeback once Q gets out of the military, which they basically already confirmed. They confirmed it like a year ago that they didn't want to do another full group album until Q got out of the military, which is why we got a mini album. So I'm super excited about that. I also really want D&E to do another Korean album next year, and I hope that Heechul or M&D does something next year too, because I really, really like Heechul's music, especially in M&D, so I would really like another M&D album next year. And I really want Sungmin to come back to Super Junior. He's having a great time on TikTok right now, which is just like, Sungmin, why are you on TikTok? I really hope he can make a comeback with Super Junior, or he can do like a solo album or something musically. I don't think he would do a solo album, honestly, because a lot of people don't like him, but I feel like something's gonna happen with Sungmin in 2019, and I really hope that's him coming back to Super Junior. Monsta X, I feel like Monsta X are going to blow up next year. They're doing really well for themselves, but I feel like they're getting to the point where they're becoming like more and more popular, and they're doing more in the States and internationally. And like Shonu just became really popular from like his titty dance. Can you say that on YouTube? Am I gonna get demonetized? I don't know. I'm thinking 3 comebacks for Monsta X next year. I think that's completely reasonable considering they're going to do a repackage of their most recent full-length album. I know because they did one for their last full-length album, and Starship would never pass up the opportunity to release 2 more versions of the same album for us. Yeah, I also think they're going to get another full album in Japan next year, and I think in Korea they're gonna get like a single album. I can see like a special single and like a mini album. So I feel like Monsta X will be super busy next year. And of course I would like them to do another world tour because I feel like, I don't know, I've seen them 2 years in a row. I want to see them again next year, so that's why. But also they said at the concert this year that they would come back, so they gotta keep their promise and come back. But if they come back to Atlanta, we need a bigger venue because I swear to God, if I don't get P1 or P2 this time, I'm going to just give up and never go to a Monsta X concert again. That's a lie. I definitely will not do that. So I guess going in order, next we'll talk about BTS. So BTS, I feel like, are just gonna continue to flourish in 2019. I don't see them slowing down anytime soon. I feel like they're gonna have 2 comebacks again next year at least. I also feel like there's some sort of like Seokjin is doing a drama next year. He's gonna be in a drama, which is so exciting. I'm really excited about it. But I can see like solo albums and like more solo activities coming from BTS next year than group activities. Though, I mean, they're still gonna do a lot of group activities. I don't know. I feel like they're gonna do a lot more individual and promoting each individual member next year. They already kind of do that with like the mixtapes and whatever, but I don't know. I feel like Jimin and Jungkook are gonna get like solo albums, and I don't know, Taehyung will probably be in another drama. That would be awesome if he could be in another drama. I really liked his last one, so yeah, that's what I think for BTS next year. Also, I'm going to continue to see their albums in Target, and we'll probably continue to vlog when I see their albums in Target because I like filming myself in Target for some reason. VIXX, I think, are going to release 2 mini albums next year, and an end solo album. That I don't know about that, but I want an end solo album so bad, so I feel like if I keep talking about it, it'll probably happen. BAP, I want BAP to escape from TS Entertainment. Jungkook's contract expired, and the other 5 members' contracts will expire in 2019. So I really want them all to just like move on from TS Entertainment, please. Like just leave. Sure. I'd also like them to maybe do something. They don't really need to like come back together and release an album, but I just would like them all to not be at TS Entertainment. If they don't like find anywhere else to go, then that's cool, but like just please just stop. SHINEE, want Minho's mixtape next year. All the other members get solo albums. I want a Minho mixtape. Gonna keep talking about that as well until it happens. No, but really I would like to see a lot more solo albums from SHINEE next year. I think with Onu going to the military, there won't be any full group comebacks with the 3 members, but I can definitely see Key doing another album next year. I definitely see Taemin continuing to do his solo releases, and of course Minho's mixtape. But actually I'd love to see him do another drama next year too, because I feel like it's been a minute since he's been in a drama. Or maybe I just like missed the last one he was in. But anyways, I want to see his face on TV again. So 17 are going to have a good year. They always have good years. They're just going to keep having good years. And I'm going to keep buying all 8 versions of everything they released all the time. I've said this last year, but I feel like it wasn't time yet. I feel like now is the time for different subunits or subunit album releases, or like, you know, like a hip hop album. Maybe I just really want a hip hop unit album and a vocal unit album, and like a full album full of hip hop unit and vocal unit and performance unit. That could be a fun thing for them to do this year. I also feel like they're gonna push more like individual activities as well for 17, because I feel like they're not known individually very well. I feel like there's a couple of members who are known individually well, but most people just know 17, and if you don't know the group that well, you know that you don't know, like, I don't know what you don't know. You just don't know all the members or something. I don't even know like who you would know if you don't know 17. I feel like I've talked about this in an unboxing before, but yeah. I can also see them doing a lot more in Japan next year. They started with Japan this year, and I feel like they're just going to do more and more in Japan next year. We all know Pledis is going to want to push like 17 because do they promote their other groups? No, but it's fine. Golden Child, I think Golden Child's year is next year as well. I feel like they're getting a lot more attention. There are a lot of bigger groups that are starting to hang out with Golden Child, and that's getting their fans to be interested in Golden Child. Everybody just stay in Golden Child. It'll make your life very nice. But I'm excited for Golden Child next year. I feel like they can do a full-length album next year. I don't think they've never had a full-length album, so it's definitely time. No Willem group has lasted this long without a full-length album before, so I feel like definitely time for a full-length album for Golden Child. I don't think they'll do individual member activities next year. I can't see that. I can maybe see Japan, but Lovelyz really isn't even in Japan yet. So I also feel like Willem's going to do something with the Willem girls next year, the 2 girls that aren't in IZ*ONE. For IZ*ONE, we'll just talk about them now since I mentioned them. I can see at least 3 or 4 comebacks. I can see Japanese releases for them. I can see lots and lots of member versions of things. It's going to be a crazy year. If you stan IZ*ONE, hope your wallet is ready and maybe you'll win the lottery in 2019 because that would be nice, wouldn't it? All these things happening. Continuing on boy groups, Day 6, I feel like they're going to have a really good year. They're going to finish out their youth series. It's going to be a 3-part series, I'm feeling. And I also feel like they're just going to continue to do well throughout the year. Probably 2 or 3 comebacks, I would say. And everyone's going to stand talent, stand Day 6. And I'm going to pull lots of one pill things in 2019. Yep, all the one pill things out of my albums. New East are going to have a good year as well. They're all going to renew their contacts. They're all going to renew their contracts. They're all going to release a amazing full-length album, and it's going to be so good. It's going to top the charts. It's going to do fantastic. I can definitely see them doing a lot next year. I feel like Pledis is going to promote them a lot because they gotta, like, they're not as dumb as Willem. Pledis are pretty dumb, but they're not as dumb as Willem, and I feel like they're really going to want to ride off of the Produce 101 fame that Minhyun has. So I can see New East doing really well next year. GOT7 will do more individual things next year. I feel like they're getting up there in age. And I can definitely see less and less group promotions, maybe 1 or 2 comebacks with a full-length album and maybe a mini album if they do a second comeback. Pentagon, I feel like Pentagon's going to have a rough year. After Edon officially left, I feel like their comebacks are not going to do as well as they were before, as well as SHINEE did, not nearly as well as SHINEE did or as well as the Thumbs Up album did. I think Cube will promote G-Idol a lot more than Pentagon next year. NCT, they're gonna release Kun from the basement. They're gonna release a bunch of really cute Chinese trainees, and they're gonna debut them with Lucas's group, and I'm gonna stand so hard. But also, I can see them adding like 3 or 4 new members besides the 21 that we know right now. I can see them adding those next year. And also, I feel like as the Dreamies get older, I can see SM making another subunit next year, a 4th subunit. Well, U127, Dream, China, 5th subunit. Oh my gosh, 5th subunit. And Mark will be in this 5th subunit because he's in everything. So I think as far as boy groups go, that's all I want to talk about for next year. After School, I don't think After School itself will do anything next year, but I think Pledis is going to do something with Khan and Yujin from Produce. I think they're either going to make a new group, which was like a rumor going around, or they're just going to debut them as solo and kind of see how that goes, or duet rather, and see how that goes. Red Velvet, coming on a world tour next year, and I think it's going to be fantastic for them. I can see them doing super well, and I really want to go see them in concert. I really hope I can make it happen because right now I'm uncertain whether or not I can do it, but I really want to try to do that. Lovelyz are finally going to get another win next year. They're going to get the love and attention they deserve. Quite a few 3 comebacks next year. Willem's going to promote them super hard. AOA are going to release another comeback, but they'll only have 1 comeback next year because FNC is going to be really busy promoting their new girl group. Cherry Bomb, I think their name is, which I'm really excited for that debut as well. Dreamcatcher is going to have 2 comebacks in Korea next year, both mini albums, and they're going to do a lot more in Japan. Their Japanese music, I feel like, will appeal to the Japanese market very well. Everyone's going to start standing Oh My Girl next year because why don't you stand Oh My Girl already if you don't? Everyone's also going to stand Gugudan next year. No, but really, I think Gugudan are going to hit it big next year and they're going to do really well. And it's going to be good because we'll have to start sending VIXX members to the military. Oh, sad face. But they'll have Gugudan, who will be doing really well, and also their boy group, their new boy group, very is going to do well. LOONA is going to have a fantastic year. They're going to release the Repack for their album, their plus album, which mysteriously never happened, and then they're going to do another mini album in the first half of the year, and then they're also going to do the Repack of YYXY at some point. Then they're going to do another comeback in the second half of the year, and that comeback is going to do super well. Is there anyone else down here I want to talk about? Prison, I think Kyla will leave Prison. I know it's a really negative thing to say, but I honestly can't see, with the way it's going right now, I can't see this ending positively. GFRIEND will have a really good year next year. They're going to stop doing jewel, they're not going to go back to jewel cases. They'll continue to do really cool packaging, and I also feel like they're going to do a different kind of concept, maybe a darker concept in 2019, and that's going to go over really well, but it's still going to have a GFRIEND sound to it. So CLC will not going to come back in 2019, or Cube's going to continue to forget about them. G-Idol will have a super good year next year as well. They're going to become really popular, and they're going to be a girl group that big girl groups like Red Velvet and Twice and Blackpink are going to be competing with very seriously while they're very young. Yeah, that is it for my predictions slash things I want in 2019. Obviously, I am like, this is just for fun, the predictions part. I'm not like a psychic or anything. I just thought it would be really fun to throw a couple of predictions in there and to put like some positive vibes and a couple negative vibes out into the open, just into the universe, and see what happens in 2019. But yes, let me know what comebacks or debuts or what you're excited for in 2019, either that's been confirmed or something that you just really want to happen in 2019. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!